Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make my special beef lo mein recipe, and especially, I'm working here, buddy. And I know that a lot of you have problems with sticky lo mein noodles. Well, I'm going to show you how to fix that problem starting now. Alright, so first off, these lo mein noodles, these are factory fresh. I purchased them at my local wet dry market. And even though these are pre-cooked, I boiled them in some water just to loosen it up. And to also just sort of clean it off because, you know, you never know, right? So this is 250 grams of lo mein noodles. And then here I have 125 grams of beef that I marinated with a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of light soy sauce, 1/2 teaspoon of dark soy sauce. The dark soy sauce makes your beef look kind of, you know, dark and funky, but that's what dark soy sauce does. And I have 1/2 teaspoon of sesame oil, 1/2 teaspoon of Chinese cooking wine, and 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Just mix it really well, stick it in your fridge for about 5 to 10 minutes, and it should be okay. And right here, I have 25 grams of bean sprouts. This is 80 grams of Chinese cabbage or Napa cabbage. And this is 60 grams of sliced yellow onion. And this is 30 grams of mushrooms. You can use any mushrooms that you want. Just don't use the ones that make you hallucinate. And here's 1 stalk of spring onions, but if you can get green onions, get green onions. And here's 30 grams of shredded carrots. I'm not a big fan of carrots, but you know, I'm making this meal for my little girl too, so that's why I gotta add a little bit of you know, veg to her meals. Okay, and now on to the sauce. We have pure sesame oil. Make sure that your bottle of sesame oil says pure. And then we have dark soy sauce, light soy sauce, vinegar, oyster sauce, Chinese cooking wine, and ground white pepper. You can combine all the sauce into a bowl. This way it'll be easier for you to dump everything into the pan while you're cooking. Okay, so I know that a lot of you might have problems with sticky lo mein noodles when you're cooking them. The most likely reason why is you're overloading your pan. Because if you put too many ingredients, especially the lo mein noodles, because it's the heaviest, what's gonna happen is it's gonna lower the heat on your pan. And when the heat is lowered on your pan, what happens is your ingredients, especially the noodles, is going to steam instead of fry, right? And all of the best Chinese restaurants, or even most Asian restaurants in general, have a stove that can generate a lot of fire and heat. And that is their main secret for creating some really tasty meals. Because in Chinese, we have a term called wok hei. And wok hei literally means breath of the wok. Now my stove cannot generate wok hei, but it's pretty close to it because I can put enough heat in it that it will provide some kind of smoky, charred flavor to my ingredients, which is a key hallmark to a lot of Asian cuisine. And that's why Chinese food, when you order takeaway, always tastes different when you're cooking at home. As I mentioned, these ingredients are enough for 1 serving, for 1 person. If you're gonna serve 2 people or family style, just cook 2 portions. It's really fast, and I'm gonna show you right now how fast it is. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fry my beef in this hot oil. Just move it around so it doesn't stick. And I'm just gonna fry this until it's about like maybe 75% cooked, which is gonna be very fast. Because we're gonna continue cooking this when we're cooking the rest of the other ingredients. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna turn off the heat. Gonna remove the beef. And here's my beef. It looks good, huh? Just set it aside, and I'm just gonna pour out this oil. This was fresh oil, so I can use this oil next time. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on my wok to a medium-high heat. And I'm going to wait for my wok to smoke. And when it does, I'm going to add a tablespoon of oil. First thing that goes in, onions. Just when it's about to turn clear, throw in your carrots. Then your cabbage. We just want to cook these until it wilts down. Mushrooms. And when your vegetables and your mushrooms have shrunk down, it is time to throw in the lo mein noodles. And just move it around and let the fire heat the lo mein noodles. And when it's cooking the lo mein noodles, it's going to cook off the moisture. And that's the key to not making your lo mein noodles stick. Okay, I'm going to turn off the fire. I'm going to add half a teaspoon of sesame oil, 1 teaspoon dark soy sauce, one tablespoon light soy sauce, one teaspoon white vinegar, a tablespoon of oyster sauce, one teaspoon Chinese cooking wine, and hit it with a big dash of ground white pepper. Turn your fire back on to a high. Throw in the beef. sprouts, spring onions. Look at that. You see my noodles? Not sticking at all. The heat has cooked off a lot of the moisture, and it is a moisture that makes your noodles sticky. I'm just gonna cook this for about 10 more seconds. Is it 10 seconds yet? Yeah, about right. Okay, I'm gonna switch off the heat. Check that out. Tasty noodles, not sticky at all. So remember, a high fire, plus don't overcrowd your pan, meaning don't put too many ingredients into your pan, especially the lo mein noodles, because the lo mein noodles take longer to cook. All right. Now, it's not too late to season this, okay? I've done this recipe like a bunch of times, so the seasoning for me is just right. So for you guys at home right now, okay? After you finish the cooking your ingredients, you want to taste it. Just figure out if you want more soy sauce, you want more sesame oil, you want more oyster sauce, you know, whatever. Do whatever you want, do whatever makes you happy. Okay, so here comes the favorite part of making these cooking videos. I think a lot of people don't realize that when I'm making these meals, I'm actually making like my lunch or my breakfast. So I can't wait to eat. Check that out. Some really nice loosey-goosey lo mein noodles, which is a great complement to fried beef. So, you know, yeah, I can finish this off in one sitting. Anyways, every time that I eat lo mein noodles, this is like a New York thing, or maybe it's an American thing, I don't know what it is, but I always have to have like Tabasco sauce. So, and no, I'm not kissing this company's ass, but if you need me to, and you send me like a box of these, I'll kiss it. Give it a taste. I'm going with the beef. I'm gonna go in with the beef first. Nicely fried. Very tender. And they use a cheap cut of beef, but the baking soda helps tenderize cheap cuts of beef. Going for the noodles. As you can see, it's not sticky icky. Give the noodles a taste. Tastes so good. And you all saw how fast and easy it took me to cook this. Definitely way faster and better than takeout. Okay everyone, thank you for watching again. If you like this video and find it very helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you're watching me for the very first time, please do subscribe. I make videos about once every week or so. And to everybody who has already subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. So I hope to see you all again next time. Take care and goodbye.